Hello, I'm Sergeant Lauth with the Rolla Police Department, Community Officer. Today, I'm going to read you a story called The Littlest Bunny in Missouri. This is in hopes that it will bring a little bit of cheer to our Rolla community and to those out there all affected by this coronavirus that is causing us to be homebound. Just a little bit of peace behind us. I normally read to our middle school and to our grade school levels in our preschools and our Head Starts. So today I'd like to read you this book called The Littlest Bunny in Missouri, written by Lily Jacobs, illustrated by Robert Dunn. Not long ago, in a land you might know, lived a girl named May and a boy named Joe. They moved to Missouri and longed to explore, making new friends, having adventures, and many things more. On the day before Easter, they rode into town. They went to the pet store and looked all around. There in the front was a pen full of bunnies. The small ones were cute, but the big ones were funny. They played with the bunnies and thought for a bit, and then they agreed on the most perfect fit. The littlest bunny with the sweetest small hop. "He's ours," May announced. "Let's call him Flop." So Flop joined the family that sunny spring day. The littlest bunny was now home to stay. They played with the bunny until it was late, then settled Flop into his cozy, snug crate. May gave Flop a kiss, and Joe patted his head, and then the two children both climbed into bed. A soft evening breeze blew through the window, and May and Joe smiled as they slept on their pillows. But Flop had no time now to close his own eyes. He was preparing an Easter surprise. He was quite little, that much was true. But tonight, our dear Flop had a big job to do. For he had a secret he hadn't let show. He was the Easter Bunny, and he had to go. A magical wind gave his whiskers a tickle, his nose how it twitched, his ears how they wiggled. Soon Flop was quite different then than ever before. He couldn't wait, not for one moment more. He raced through the house and then out into the night, where he had hidden his eggs out of sight. His marvelous burrow held Easter eggs plenty, to be exact 9,020,000. He packed up the eggs, he looked at the map, he fastened his goggles and his red flying cap. Then Flop hopped right into his hot air balloon, as he soon was soaring high above the moon. As he watched his first stop grow near and nearer, his show me state mission became even clearer. First, Flop balanced the eggs on top of a building. Then he went to the park spreading eggs as he hopped. And then he dashed off for an Easter home run. Then quietly he had chocolate eggs one by one. With big bounces here and giant jumps there, Flop hid Missouri's eggs everywhere. He flew to the east, to the south, west, and north. He crisscrossed the state. He raced back and forth. Jefferson City, St. Louis, and St. Joseph got treats. Then Columbia and St. Charles, too, were to complete. Kansas City and Springfield, the long list went on. Flop was delivering his eggs until dawn. Finally, Flop found his very last stop. He came to your house with a bounce and a hop. And there he delivered his Easter surprise. so many eggs of all shapes and sizes. And when he was done, he stopped for a rest. Yes, surely this Easter was one of the best. The morning sun arose on that bright Easter day when it was time to wake up for Joe and for Meg. But when they went over to find their friend Flop, the door was wide open. His crate was unlocked. There were eggs to discover, as all children know. But we just want Flop, cried May and cried Joe. They looked under their beds, they looked all around, but the littlest bunny just could not be found. They look out the window. But whose goggles are these? Who unfolded this map? Then from around the corner came a faint tap, tap, tap. They rushed and they stumbled. It had to be him. And there they found baskets, and something else was tucked in. It's Flop! They cried out and held him so close. Joe tickled his ears and May kissed his pink nose. Flop hugged them back, his new friends so dear. Happy Easter, Missouri. We'll see you next year. I hope you enjoyed that book. The Rolla Police Department would like to thank you for your continuous support and for the backing for our officers and our department during this pandemic. We hope that you all have a great Easter with your family. Thank you so much. Take care.